Hello, Elevation Creative at the Gold Coast. So good to have you here, joining us for our first ever digital creative team collective. Because, hey, what the world definitely needs is another podcast.
Absolutely. Taking it back.
Taking it back from the world. So basically, the whole idea here was that we thought, hey, we're going to go crazy on the next one and we're going to go really social and just make sure that there is plenty of time for opportunities for people to connect relationally and meet people maybe that they don't usually meet on a Sunday.
That's right.
And so now we really just want to hear from Shez, just for a very short, brief time that you can watch whenever you like. You can pause this, you can replay it, whatever you want to do, but we just want to make sure that this is something that really just brings a lot of the key information to light.
Correct.
And also cultural things too, like, because Shez, you have a huge heart. Yeah. And you have a lot of things that I think are exciting and that you really want to have coming up. So for everybody that's maybe new or maybe they've been on team for a while, but they've kind of feel like, they want to get a specific detailed version of it. What is your vision for the creative team here at the Gold Coast for the next 6 months?
Yeah, awesome. I'm super excited for our next 6 months. Obviously, we've got Legacy coming up this month. And out of that, I think is where my vision for the next 6 months has come because just read a little bit of my notes, but our incredible leaders, Miles and Bonnie, have empowered us to come up with our legacy for 2024. And part of that is to inspire and equip our church community to leave a legacy by investing and raising others. Multiplication only happens when we are discipling people who disciple people. And how do we go about this? Well, it's being intentional, mentoring and apprenticing other people.
So true, yeah.
And I love that because it requires generosity with our time, our energy. Who's got time? And our talents. But secondly,
aren't time poor.
I hate it. Secondly, by intentionally giving to our local churches, which are dynamic and effective greenhouses of apprenticeship, which is what I love. And obviously, I had been wrestling with a lot of this because I'm like, I care about people's time. I don't want to disrespect that, and I'm not going to. But at the same time, God really challenged me on Sunday night, just gone, and I had obviously Brad's last service preaching here at the Gold Coast and had the opportunity to sit out on the Sunday night. At first I'm like, no, I don't want to put that on anyone. But in fact, it was probably the best decision that I was forced to make. And it showed people step up and rise into their positions. And I think if I did not release them to do that, that wouldn't have happened. And so I felt really inspired walking away from that. And so God dropped 4 words into my spirit, which is empower, equip, release and recruit.
Wow.
And so in the next 6 months, I really want to be intentional about those 4 things, which is empowering, equipping, releasing and recruiting. And so it's not just on me, but it's on all of us. And so my challenge for everyone in the team is going to be, who are you apprenticing and who are you inviting into that space to do that? And often we can, as humans, disqualify ourselves and say, I don't have enough time. I'm not good enough. I don't have an emotional capacity, but we're going to walk through together and do this. So it's not on our own, but we'll all be doing it. And I'm excited what that will bring.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So remember everybody, the 2 E's and the 2 R's, which together makes them
See, I'm about E's. And I used to be my maiden name.
It's ordained.
But revival happens with an R too.
Oh, that's true. Okay. And we definitely want both those things to happen. So so this is where the real test. Okay. If I don't remember this, I'd think of a punishment and we'll do it off camera. Equip, empower.
Yep.
And then release and recruit.
Yes.
Awesome.
Tom.
So good. How good's
I'm
that?
impressed.
But that's awesome. Yeah. Because legacy is all about leaving that generational impact. And you and I are here because obviously somebody invested into us at some point. And we want to obviously grow this thing.
Yes.
We want to grow this team. To that point where you said that, you can have, when those important things come up, we can all take that time to actually just be able to soak and sit, right? Because that is so important. Hey, the reality is that we put so much out.
Correct.
And so sometimes it's actually really important to receive. And to do that, you need to equip and empower, release others to do it, and then recruit more people into that same journey as well. That's awesome. So then with that what are the practical things over the next maybe 6 months that you would love for us as a team to start doing to enact that vision?
Yeah. So firstly, as always, I'm going to be the hound dog that says, let's look at our rosters.
Say yes, no, zero,
Blockouts.
maybe. Yeah,
We love
out.
the green.
We love the green and we love the reds.
Yeah, we do love the reds because it's showing that you're
That's right.
releasing others that you are equipping.
That's right. And your no is your no and your
Yep.
yes is your yes.
Yep. And I think I learned that the hard way in ministry several times over. And so I definitely want that to be something that we do.
Yeah.
Also the ideal capacity that you want to serve, because if I don't know that, or Tom doesn't know that,
Yeah.
or Soph doesn't know that, we might put you on 4 times in a row.
That's true.
But you may want to be once in the whole month, or you could want to be on more. So I guess we really want to know that.
Yeah. And they can do that via the Planning Centre app.
Correct.
Hey, cool.
Or they can send me an email at
yep.
shara.whittington@elevationchurch.com.au.
So good.
Yeah. But definitely on Planning Centre would be helpful. Then I would love to know that you're prepared on a Sunday. It's us stewarding our time well. And we've obviously allowed that 15 extra minutes for practice on a Sunday, which is outworking really well. But just that we've looked at the set list for the weekend, we know what we're doing, and I will get better at stewarding that too, and letting you know when new songs are coming up so that we're all just prepared. I think that's important.
Yeah.
And another one is obviously finding your person who you're going to apprentice.
Yes.
And so, or looking out there for the people that you might want to call in who assume that we're all okay, but actually we do need more people on team in so many areas.
100%, right?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, sometimes we look at things and like, you know, obviously you guys are incredible at what you do. And so sometimes I think, you know, people in a regular congregation probably don't see that, you know, because everything is going well from the front.
Yeah.
We're going, oh my gosh, but at the back, you know, we need that extra hand.
Yeah.
So then if we're picking out somebody, I just wanted to elaborate a little bit further on that one. If we're picking out one person, what's like, maybe are there some key things that we need to look for? Maybe even like, you know, maybe remove from our brains, because sometimes I know that I've made the mistake of disqualifying some people. We're going, oh, well, they won't want to do that.
Yeah.
But then they've come on the team and they might have come in a particular capacity and they just absolutely thrive. Or I'm sitting there and I've realized this person is actually amazing what they do. And so I have to kind of sometimes go, okay, well, my judgment actually sometimes isn't the best. So what are some things that I can, or some checkpoints that I can go, hey, actually, I should go ask that person that thought we were fine and, you know, get them on board for the journey. What are some things there?
I definitely think their heart posture is really important. Love Jesus, which is very
That's probably
important.
the primary one, isn't it?
And sometimes it's bringing them on the journey even when they are a new Christian and checking in, making sure they're reading their Bible, making sure that they understand what things in the Bible are about prayer, about worship, filling themselves up first so that then they can outwork the gift that God's given them.
100%.
And sometimes all you need is someone who just has a willing heart. And I think that's my biggest thing. We can have all the skill and talent, which is awesome, but a heart posture is really important to me. And so I think if they're passionate about just serving, we can give them a go and give them feedback. Let them know, hey, this is where you went really well. These are some things to improve on. How do you feel you went? And I think by communication always is the greatest key.
Yeah, 100%. And with that feedback as well, that means that, you know, it's almost like when you have that feedback system, it gives people a little bit of permission to like feel like they can actually go out and try things, and they're not going to get swatted.
That's right.
But they're actually going to go, hey, like some of these things actually did work, and some of them didn't, but they at least know that there's the confidence that they can actually step out and take a little bit more initiative, and that they're not going to get, you know, punished for it. You know,
That's right.
No,
That's
I
right.
love that. I love it.
Yeah.
So then, okay, what are some? Because we've been talking a lot about heart posture, and we're talking about the importance of biblical literacy of prayer, which is the engine room of everything we do. As you said, like your heart posture is what defines whether you can do this for ages. You know, like I've seen guys come and go that are just absolutely phenomenal, skilled, but then I see guys like a Josiah Gensch, who's, you know, over 10 years has been doing this, and it's just like, but it's because of the heart posture. So with that and prayer, what are some prayer points for our team?
Definitely legacy coming up. That's a big one for our whole church. And so I think we always partner with the church first, then team members. We obviously are in need across all departments.
Amen.
So that means service director, content capture, musicians, audio, graphics, cameras, youth team musicians. I think all those areas are huge for us. And so just believing that God's going to call in those people. I think definitely the other big thing is supernatural provision for the things that we need of a Sunday to outwork what we do.
Yes.
And not only on a Sunday, but midweek, cameras, Jesus, new lighting desk.
Lord,
and so
send them.
Yeah,
send
we
them,
need
please.
it. We need it. And so there's definitely other things that technically I probably will not remember. But we do need some new areas that we can just flood that in. And then also things to do team nights together to bless our team.
Yeah.
And so, that supernatural provision, that'd be the main areas.
Well, we'll definitely be praying for those.
Yeah.
And then I know, our time is running short, so I want to wrap us up really, really quickly. Are there any projects or any big things coming up maybe that you can tease a little bit?
Well, there's probably 3 main ones. That I could think of.
Do I know these?
Well, yes, you should.
Okay.
We definitely have the INC 50 conference coming up.
Yes,
so it doesn't mean you have to be a staff member or... Everyone's invited, and it's one that people aren't going to want to miss.
Absolutely.
And so I definitely know that I'm excited for it. I haven't always been in INC.
Yeah.
And so I'm excited for the history and to see that unravel, but the gathering of all of our people together in one room. And so definitely do not want to miss that at all.
Absolutely not. Well, because you remember last year.
That was crazy.
Oh my gosh. So Shez and I were there last year, and it was a governance session.
Yes.
It was literally about finance of churches.
Yep.
I kid you not. I was doing stuff for it, and then I think I literally looked down, and then I look up. I think Ross is just absolutely laying out on the floor, slain.
Yep.
And it went on.
Turned to a prayer meeting.
Tim Mack
was praying. There was tears.
Wendy came up saying, and it just was, the Holy Spirit was like moving, and we're all just kind of sitting there going like, this is like a real move of God when you're talking about finances.
Yep, that's right.
And governance of church. And God is, and like, it went on for ages.
It did.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
And it was just the most amazing thing. I haven't seen anything like that. No. And so that gets me really pumped for this year.
I agree.
So I think we should definitely not miss it.
You're invited.
You are invited. We'd love to have you there.
Yeah.
What else is coming up?
And then next term, look out for our very first ECGC Creative Bowling Tournament.
Oh, okay. I actually didn't know about this one. What? We're putting a bowling tournament?
We are. We're going to have some fun.
Okay.
Like you said, getting to know everyone. This is something out of the box.
Okay.
Off-site that we're just going to go do some community together and have some fun.
That sounds amazing.
Get your bowling shoes on.
Get your bowling shoes on.
Practice. But apparently you don't even have to wear them anymore.
Oh, what?
Another story.
They're like closed-in shoes, right?
Yeah,
like
closed-in shoes.
Don't rock up in sandals.
Not at all. But
no Birks.
Watch that space.
All right, okay.
And then obviously the other one, which is church-centric, is A Great Awakening release of the single and album coming. So there are a few things.
It's a lot.
And then aside from that, there'll be training and things that we'll want to start outworking in our teams. So,
awesome. Yeah. And I think you can probably talk to your team department heads about that a bit more, and they can give you some more info as well.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, thank you so much, Shez.
No worries.
This was fun.
It was.
I pray this was impactful for you guys and was beneficial. I know that this is something that's a little bit different, but I think as well, like when you are able to give so much of the vision and the point behind it, and this is actually something that you could this will be up. You can reference it later on if you're like, I missed this particular thing, or there was some info that I was just one thing that Shez said that I absolutely loved, and I just want to write that down. Like, watch it back. Keep replaying it. We'll leave it up for you guys.
Yeah.
Because, really, for us to know where we're going, we have to know why we're going there. Yeah. And so thank you so much, Shez, for sharing that. And thank you for everything you do and leading us as a team. And I'm so pumped for the next Creative Team Collective that we are gathering together. And,
absolutely.
And the bowling one. So, which I definitely will win.
Space. I don't know. I'm pretty good, Tom.
You're a fierce bowler?
Mate, I grew up in bowling alleys.
I'm scared now. I don't even know if I want to come. No. I'll just watch. I won't play.
No, I'll probably suck.
All right, well, thank you so much, guys.
Thanks,
Enjoy the rest of your Sunday or your week. We pray God blesses you, and we will see you at the next one.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.